Palava sauce has been one of the favorite sauces or stews in Ghana, and this is paired with rice, yam, or any swallow that you think it's okay for you. Gari, just name it. Alright, so guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to make palava sauce, and I hope you sit back as I take you through this process or this recipe, okay? And you are not going to regret it. I am going to try bitter leaf for the first time. Okay, and so this is my bitter leaf. I got it frozen, so that's how it's like this. All right, so to begin, I have here my cow meat. I need to steam and boil before I get started. Okay, so you can see all the ingredients I used on your screens, and I am still going to leave it in the description box for you so that it makes everything easier for you. Okay, and after this, I'm just going to leave my cow meat on heat to bring out the natural juices before I go ahead to add any water to it. So at the same time, while I'm checking here, putting water, I'm also going to check on my ingredients, my fresh ingredients. I need to get them to blend. Okay, so here I have some fresh tomatoes and some anise. I have rosemary, habanero pepper, and onions. Now it's time for me to blend my agushie. So I don't need it to be so thick and I don't need it to be so light. Okay, so you have to note this. But if you prefer your egusi to go more thicker or much thicker than my own, it also depends on you. So let's begin the recipe, or let's begin our sauce. So I'm using locust beans to fry my red oil because I don't have what we normally called momoni in Ghana. Okay, I don't have this, so this is what I have closer to me, and that's locust beans. All right, so it's time to add our fresh tomatoes, after which I'm going to give it about 3 minutes before I go in with my stock fish. All right, this is already prepared because stock fish, if you're using it to prepare some sauce or stew, you want to make sure that you boil or you get it soft before you go ahead. Other than that, you're not going to get to enjoy it. I mean, because it's so hard. I don't know why it's very hard. Okay, and I got this from a Nigerian shop. I love it, and I normally add it to my palava sauce, or I also make Nigeria egusi at home. So I normally add this one and the other. There's another one I love. All right, so now it's time for me to go in with my smoked red fish. I made it at home. And if you love red fish, you know how it's taste. It's so great and yum. I want it so dry, so I did it, or I roasted this to my preference. Okay, so now it's time to add my cow meat, and don't forget we are going to add the stock as well. Okay, it is very important. All right, so if you're watching me at this point, guys, and you're still not part of this wonderful family, what are you waiting for? Okay, so I'm adding shrimp powder. It's optional, all right? It's 100% optional. You can decide to add to your palava sauce when you're making this at home. It's the decision is yours. It's just optional. Okay, I love to add it, that's why. And I don't normally add. All right, that's why I'm saying it's optional. So then it's time to add some salt, and after, I am going to leave it for about 5 minutes before I go in with my egusi, or blended agushi, sorry. Okay, so since the Nigerians call it egusi, and we know that agushi is popularly known in the western part of Africa, and we love it. We love it. I mean, yeah. So now, like I said, you can decide to go in for much thicker, but this is palava sauce, so it's don't has to be so thick, okay? And if you want to do that, the decision is in your hands. And you also want to note that when you're making palava sauce, you don't need to be turning, stirring, unnecessary stirring, okay? What you want to do is to just give your egusi some time after you add it to your sauce. You want to give it a little time, and you do this under a medium or a low heat, and that is just perfect. You don't want to burn it. You want to give it some time so that it cook well. All right, my cooking pot is a little bit too small. I mean, my sauce is too much for the pot, but hey, don't worry. I'm not ready to change it anyway. So guys, let's move on. And you want to give it some time, because if you don't prepare this well, it can upset your stomach. And so I've added my bitter leaf, and guys, okay, so if you're still watching me at this point and you know part of this wonderful family, you want to click on the subscribe button, you want to turn on bell notification, I'll be glad to have you here as part of this Rima family. And don't forget to share, like, comments. And you want to know that I really appreciate you. I love you, okay? Though I don't see you, but I love you so much. I appreciate all your support. So now, guys, our palava sauce is ready. Okay, it's just ready. And you want to note that when you're making palava sauce, you don't necessarily have to add every protein I added over here. Whatever protein you have at home, you are free to use it. Okay, so it's my decision entirely, because it's not everybody that will go in for palava sauce adding goat meat, cow meat, and all those meats. Okay, so whatever you have at your disposal is what you want to use. All right, guys, so now it's time for me to go and pair my palava sauce with something. So I choose rice, all right, and you can just pair this with anything that you think you can pair with: plantains, yam, cocoyam, potatoes, gari, whatever you think it's okay or you want to eat with. So I want to say a very big thank you to anybody who has stayed with me till this point. I want to say I really appreciate you guys, and I love you so much. Thank you for the support. Keep them coming. I want to say that you are well appreciated. So until I come your way again next time, here is Rima Healthy Way. Don't forget, stay hydrated, be good, get enough sleep, and see you in my next video. It's bye.
Woman no dey cook oh, pretty girl don do soup oh.